trying to figure out what to do. Can I spin that wheel, babe? Decision Maker 5000 at work is telling us to go see the Petroglyphs. All right, let's do it. Good morning. It is a rainy day and somewhere in Wyoming, and we are going to check out some petroglyphs. Maybe if we can find them.
We need to get the key.
Hi, I'm Liz, and my other half is Charlie, and we are exceptionally frugal. That's why we're traveling the U.S. in our minivan Opal, paving the way for others to see that traveling on a budget can be quite fun. We love the outdoors, and we have tried to avoid cities, do lots of hiking, and have a strange obsession with rocks. So hop in the van, and let's see what kind of adventure we can find.
So we might not be able to see them because we'd have to go 20 miles that way and then 20 miles back to get a key.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's already here with a key.
Yeah, let's go check it out and see.
Yeah. Legend Rock Road.
Well, the gate is locked. We have to drive
60 miles round trip.
60 miles round trip to get a key, or we can hike in. So I think we're gonna hike in. I don't see a people gate, so we're gonna have to go up and over.
Luckily, there's a section that's not barbed wire. We've officially snuck into a national something or other. And this is rock hounding.
It's a beautiful piece of quartz.
Oh, it is a beautiful piece of quartz. Pizza quartz. Luckily, the rain has died down a little bit since we arrived. But I plan on being thoroughly soaked by the time we're done with this. And Liz found another rock. So I just want to be clear that this place is open to the public during this time that we're here. They just require you to drive to Thermopolis, which is 29 miles away from here. But we came in from the north, so we'd have to drive 29 miles south and then 29 miles back just to go get the key. And we're not doing that. We're rebels today. I think that might be the visitor center.
Where you get the key?
No, that's in Thermopolis. Probably what you need the key for too, besides the gate. But this is a world-renowned petroglyph site. Petroglyphs are different than pictographs. Pictographs are paintings on rocks, which a lot of those have been fading over the years. And petroglyphs, which we're going to see, are actually carving or abrasion on the rocks. And supposedly it's like 400 meters of rock that's been carved into. There's interpretive trails. But yeah, this is going to be a kind of a different type of tour because we have the place to ourselves. So that's going to be cool.
No pamphlet to show us around, so.
Yeah, so hopefully the signs are good. But you're coming along with us.
Ooh, you guys hopped the fence.
Yep, you did it. I saw you. See, now you're partly guilty, so you can't turn us in because you're doing it too. We did try calling the the place where you pick up the key, and they just have an answering machine and didn't answer. So we did try to see if there was a way, like maybe they had to hide a key somewhere or something, which would have been nice. But
You should have looked.
I did. I looked around for one. It smells of wonderful sage here with all this sagebrush. And the fresh rain is soaking it up. It smells really good. That is Cottonwood Creek right there. Thank God it's not Cottonmouth Creek, because that would probably just be named after snakes, right? See a sign down here. There's a bunny. I don't see you, bunny. Keep hiding in plain sight. There it goes. Yum. That could have been, you know, this is an Indian sacred site, so that could have been the soul of an Indian. Maybe. So we are under video surveillance here. Hello. We tried to call. This area is fragile and valuable cultural historic resource. Vandalism is very destructive and can include scratching, painting, marking, chipping, defacing, or even just touching the petroglyphs. Removing artifacts and touching the rock panels is prohibited. Do not disturb the rocks on the ground, Liz, and take only photographs. Gosh, and rattlesnakes love to hide under in the brush and under rocks. Please stay on the trail. It's good that they keep it under video surveillance. Okay, we're all signed in and we're taking the trail to the petroglyphs. We signed in so that they know we're not up to no good. So I almost said we're up to no good, but we're not. To the petroglyphs. This way. So growing up, I always thought that Wyoming was flat, like completely, like just farmland everywhere. But after driving through here and being in here, I've noticed there's a lot of geology here, like uplift
Very
of
clear geology. You can really see what happened.
Yeah, so as I said, like uplift of the rocks and stuff is crazy. It's cool. And all the sedimentary layers. Oh, there's some petroglyphs.
Where?
Right there.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever experienced a moment in your life where you were just so in awe and overcome that even cold pouring rain couldn't faze you? Something compelled us to hop that fence and seek out this sacred place. Legend Rock is so remote and beholds nearly 300 amazingly preserved Native American carvings. The quiet trail guided us along sandstone walls that told us a story through scenes of the people that were here first. This is traditional style of the Dinwoodie people. Notice the varying numbers of fingers on the characters. Some of the figures have headdresses, and some just horns.
Some nests right there.
Here is a story of power. On the left you'll see the Thunderbird, and on the right is a possible representation of Lodge Boy, a Crow Indian hero whose mother was murdered by a monster, and her twin boys were separated from the womb. One was raised in civilization, and the other raised in the wilderness. Eventually, they reunite and avenge their mother's death in a monster-slaying adventure. The main character here is a symbol of medicine or power in the native culture, the cracks in the rock showing the transition from the spirit world to our world.
So they have game cameras everywhere protecting the site, protecting by after the fact protecting, but still.
Here you will see a creature-like figure on the left. They say that it is a recombination of bodies torn apart during a visionary experience or trance. The little people next to the bizarre figure are thought to be small humans that roam from our world to the rock world, which is also known as the spirit world.
That's our first cactus we've seen on our trip.
This one here leaves much to the imagination. It is in Dinwoody style, and the spiral shape you see is a concentric circle, which represents a visionary experience.
And that's the second.
There were so many other amazing petroglyphs here at Legend Rock with their own unique stories. But with so many other sights for us to see, it's time for us to move on to the next adventure.
Well, that was fun.
That was so very, very neat and special.
Yeah, a couple people that got the key came up and said, "You guys look adventurous."
They actually went and got the key. They drove all the way out here and then had to drive all the way back.
Yeah, so they did 90 miles to get the key because they came from Thermopolis.
It's still worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely cool and definitely a great place to check out.
Yeah, and we had the whole place to ourselves until the end.
Yeah,
I
we're...
have a feeling the weather has something to do with that.
Yeah, I'm soaked. And it's cold.
It is.
Now a half-mile walk back to the van and we're good to go.
Yep.
It's cold.
It is so cold, your face is red.
So are my hands. It was worth it. Almost back to Opal.
All right. Back under. Woo. Is it better to go? I think it's better to go this level, eh? Well, we are headed south in Wyoming, going through the Wind River Canyon, headed toward we'll probably be going through the Wind River Indian Reservation. Oh, we're in it now. And we do have our eyes on a hot spring in Saratoga, Wyoming. It's free. It's called the Hobo Hot Springs. Apparently it's open 24 hours a day. We'll find out for you guys. But since it's raining, we're just going to drive on through, maybe show you guys a few of the sights. Lots of cool geology here going through.
Yeah, they have road signs. Like this is the Pennsylvania Formation. It's like 417 to 330 million years old. It's kind of cool that they have these, you know, geologic signs on the side of the road that you can read as you're driving. Washington really needs that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's very cool.
This is beautiful though.
Stunning. And there's the Wind River off to the side, but you can't see it right now.
Gallatin Formation, Cambrian age 500 to 600 billion years old.
Pretty nifty.
Wow.
It's like the Grand Canyon of Wyoming.
It is.
Wow.
Huge.
And now, after just exiting the Wind River Range, it's just flat.
Yeah, driving through that big old canyon. Just now it's just flat land.
So weird. And I don't know if you can see, maybe, oh, there you go. Look in the side mirror there. Comparing to what it looks like now. That's crazy.
Yeah, so apparently that canyon we just drove through was actually like a rip in the earth. It wasn't formed by water. Like well, I'm sure a lot of it was, but it originally started as like just a separation of the whole mountain range at a 90-degree angle. So it just like cracked open, and then the water just kind of fed it through at that point. Really cool geology.
Yeah, really fascinating to watch.
Okay, fill up in Riverton, Wyoming. 16 gallons at $3.59 a gallon. $57.93. It's our biggest fill up yet.
Yeah. We let her get low.
We did get low. Get low, get low, get low.
It's rolling.
Headed up into the clouds. See the road, how it just goes right up in the clouds there? Let's see better on the turn.
Yep, hopefully it's not snowing. We are definitely in the clouds now. That was a pretty steep incline. Not sure if there's much more, but
Looks like we might either be heading down or flattening out again.
yeah. I guess Wyoming gets rain like Washington does. We're taking you guys to one of the most scenic places we've seen yet. Look at the scenic outlook.
Beautiful. Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye now.